Alrighty, everybody. Hopefully everyone's having a good day today. Yeah, it's late. I was trying to figure out what to stream, and then I ended up talking with my dad, and he wanted to talk and talk and talk. Talk about bending your ear. He more or less ripped it off. But, long story short, I settled on Fallout 4. It's a fun game. I love it. I've never beaten it. I've had a lot of fun with it, though. And I watched a video on Power Armor recently, so I want to play with Power Armor. And that's my excuse, and that's the story, and that's what I'm sticking with. So, that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to play with Power Armor. And my computer's going to try not to die. So yeah. Thank you guys for joining me. We'll probably be back to Grounded one of these days soon. And then I think we've got a surprise coming up this weekend, probably. Surprise for some of you, at least. And yeah, should be good. So I don't know how long this will go. I don't know if we'll ever play Fallout 4 again after this. But at least tonight we're playing it, so. Thank you guys for joining me. And with that all said and done, we're going to get into it. We're going to start a new one. I may regret this because it's not on my my solid state drive SSD. Um, I my SSD is kind of on lockdown right now which is also why we're playing this instead of some other things I kind of wanted to play. Because of the update, Windows update that might scramble SSDs. So.
War. War never changes. In the year 1945, my great-great-grandfather, serving in the army, wondered when he'd get to go home to his wife and the son he'd never seen. He got his wish when the U.S. ended World War II by dropping atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The world awaited Armageddon. Instead, something miraculous happened. We began to use atomic energy not as a weapon, but as a nearly limitless source of power. People enjoyed luxuries once thought the realm of science fiction. Domestic robots, fusion-powered cars, portable computers.
Sure, we can call that portable.
But then, in the 21st century. People awoke from the American dream. Years of consumption led to shortages of every major resource. The entire world unraveled.
Hey Simon, how you doing, buddy?
Peace became a distant memory. It is now the year 2077. We stand on the brink of total war. And I am afraid. For myself. For my wife. For my infant son. Because if my time in the army taught me one thing, it's that war
He's left-handed.
never changes.
So is the other soldier in that image.
War never changes.
You're gonna knock him dead at the Veterans Hall tonight, hun.
You think?
Absolutely. Now get ready and stop hogging the mirror.
Right.
Good morning, sir.
Thanks, Kazuo.
Of course, sir.
Grognak the Barbarian and the Jungle of the Bat Babies. My favorite. Sugar bombs. 100% daily value of sugar. Looks like the milk got delivered. bunch of our old holotape recordings.
I shall attend to young Shaw.
You know, I was nervous at first, but Codsworth's really good with Sean.
Now, who left those here? It's a little early to be drinking. Good old USA. I'm so proud of her. Yeah, let Codsworth take care of it.
Got a definite prefab feel.
Can you get that? It's probably that salesman. He comes for you every day.
Enjoy your coffee, sir.
Special.
Wonder what Sean will grow up to be.
Come on, just answer the door and he'll go.
Good morning. Vault-Tec calling.
Voltec?
Vault-Tec? Remind me again?
Why, we're about you, sir, and helping secure your future. You see, Vault-Tec is the foremost builder of state-of-the-art underground fallout shelters. Vaults, if you will. Luxury accommodations where you can wait out the horrors of nuclear devastation. You can't begin to know how happy I am to finally speak with you. I've been trying for days. It's a matter of utmost urgency, I assure you.
Urgency?
What's so important?
Why, nothing less than your entire future. If you haven't noticed, sir, this country has gone to heck in a handbasket. If you'll excuse my language, the big kaboom is... It's inevitable, I'm afraid, and coming sooner than you may think, if you catch my meaning. Now, I know you're a busy fellow, so I won't take up much of your time. Time being a precious commodity. I'm here today to tell you that because of your family service to our country, you have been pre-selected for entrance into the local vault. Vault 111.
That's not gonna work. Enough space?
But there's room for my entire family, right?
Of course, of course. Minus your robot, naturally. In fact, you're already cleared for entrance. It's just a matter of verifying some information. Don't want there to be any holdups in the unforeseen event of total atomic annihilation. Won't take but a moment.
Tell me more about this vault.
Oh, it has all the amenities of the modern home, I assure you. Not to mention total protection from nuclear radiation and hostile mutants. A better future underground. It's not only our mission, it's our passion.
Sure, let's do it.
Splendid! Splendid. Now, let's see.
How much I can carry is a big deal. Charisma is a big deal. Intelligence is a big deal. And let's just put a point in everything to start out with. Effect weapon accuracy and VATS. If I don't use VATS, that's not as huge a deal. Total health. I need more carrying weight. Let's just make this 5. That's the number of experience points earned. Why won't you let me accept that? Oh, whoops, I haven't put in a name for my character. Durr. How you doing, Simon? Cole? Doing good. How was your day? It was kind of on the longer side. I had a bunch of doctor's appointments this morning, so it was just kind of one thing after another all day. But other than that, it was a good day. I had 3 doctor's appointments and a meeting for work, all before 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And you got news from the doc? Most of it was just checkup stuff. The first doc was the sleep doc. And lo and behold, because I'm overweight, because I'm male, because I'm in my 30s, and because my father has sleep apnea, I probably have sleep apnea. So I have a sleep app. I will be getting a home test scheduled in the next couple of weeks, and we'll test for that. The general doc meeting went okay. He was looking to do a checkup because I'm supposed to go on Concerta or Ritalin or methylphenidate, I believe, are all 3 the same thing. And do a checkup, see how I was doing on the meds, and I never got the meds because of the pharmacy dinking around. So it was just kind of a, hey, how are you doing? And then checked up with a couple of other things. There's some chances I could get on some weight loss drugs, but he wants to wait to see how my body handles Ritalin. I I'm having high blood pressure issues, but they're borderline. So maybe if I lose some weight slash who knows what's going to happen with the Ritalin in my system. It's that kind of a thing. It's the limbo of just checking in on stuff and making sure everything's good. So, and of course, things being behind, so we didn't actually know. I'm just gonna go with John.
Wonderful. That's everything. Just gonna walk this over to the vault. Congratulations on being prepared for the future.
Thanks again.
Hey, it's peace of mind. That's worth a little paperwork, right?
For you and Sean, no price is too high.
Good answer.
I have my moments. More of the same.
Sean has been changed, but he absolutely refuses to calm down. I think he needs some of that paternal affection you seem to be so good at.
You heard Codsworth. Go on.
Never quite liked pocket doors.
How are the 2 most important men in my life doing? Spin the mobile a bit. He loves that. Hey, how's my little guy? Much better now, huh? Listen, after breakfast, I was thinking we could head to the park for a bit. Weather should hold up.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Sir, Mum, you should come and see this.
Codsworth, what's wrong?
Followed by flashes, blinding flashes, sounds of explosions. We're trying to get confirmation.
What?
We seem to have lost
did
contact
he
with our
say?
affiliate stations. We do have coming in. That's confirmed reports. I repeat, confirmed reports of nuclear detonations in New York and Pennsylvania. My God.
Oh my god.
We need to get to the vault. Now!
I've got Sean. Let's go.
Residents of Sanctuary Hills, if you are registered, evacuate to Vault 111 immediately.
It's okay.
Just help me pack it up.
There's a lot of what is it, suspension of belief.
I am Vault-Tec.
You don't get
I'm
in.
going in. You can't stop me. Okay. I'm reporting this.
If you're in the program! We need to get in. We're on the list.
Infant, adult male, adult female. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
Good luck,
You
man.
two, follow me.
God
Come
help us
on.
all.
What's gonna happen to all those people outside
We're
the
doing
gate?
everything we can. Now keep moving. Step on the platform in the center.
Almost there. We're
I
gonna
remember
be
when
okay.
this was brand new. This was so epic.
Both of you.
We love you too. Oh my god!
Hold on.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
I don't know if that would be a lethal dose of rads or not, or if you'd have time to clean up. I don't know how fast effect that is.
We did it. We made it. We're okay.
Think they'd be dead from the heat? Maybe. I don't know how far that stuff
Get everyone situated in your new home. Vault
goes.
111. A better future underground.
So we just...
Yes, up the stairs.
I can't believe it. If we left a minute later...
No,
We'd all
don't
be-
get caught up thinking about that. You're safe now. Everyone, just head up these stairs and through the door there.
I don't know a lot about radiation.
This way, please.
Male. Female. Well, okay. Female and pick up a suit right over there.
Here you are. Head down the hall there.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Oh my god.
Those are good. Right over there, please. Just step over to the table.
You'll need your suits before we can
Over
take
there.
you further.
Take a seat.
Take a...
Thanks. What now?
Just follow the doctor here. He'll show you where to go.
All right, you three. Follow me.
See? This is our new home.
Oh, you're gonna love it here. This is one of our most advanced facilities. Not that the others aren't great, mind you. It's gone. Our home. Everything we had.
My mother and father down in D.C.
How,
God, honey.
how
What if they
long
can
do you
make
think
it?
we'll be down here?
I know this is a
Oh, we'll be going over all that in orientation. Just a few medical items we have to get through first.
Just checking everyone off the list as they come in.
fashionable as well as comfortable.
Prepared for the future, right?
Such a lovely family you have. I hope you'll see this as your new home.
Just step in here and put your vault suit on.
Hey.
Step into the chamber whenever you're ready.
It'll be okay. Daddy's right here. See?
You know, it's actually quite clever the way they did this for this one.
And depressurize you before we head deeper in the vault. Just relax.
Time for a whole new life.
Resident secure.
You have no idea.
Occupant vitals normal. Procedure complete. In 5,
Oh.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come. No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean.
Get the kid out of here. Let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Wow. So, Simon, do you know about Fallout? I assume you're still with me. I guess I should say I don't know about much about radiation other than most of Fallout is false. Not much, never really watched gameplay of it. Okay, fair enough. It's one of my favorite universes. Although, if I'm being honest, it's because of the power armor. The power armor in this game is about the only reason why I fell in love with. Well, it's the main reason why I fell in love with Fallout. This is plugged in, so that's all good. Alright, it's just not seeing the controller. Okay, well. For now, we'll do it this way.
Come on! There has to be a release! Come on, come on, come on! Oh, God!
I'll find who did this, and I'll get Sean back. I promise. Oh, God. Why would Vault-Tec do this?
Wait, what happened? So, I'm not gonna worry too much about spoilers, I guess, considering how long the game has been out. What happened is you were picked by Vault-Tec. Vault-Tec is one of the super companies in the pre-Fallout world, before the bombs drop. One of the super companies that's kind of behind the scenes running a lot of stuff. And is in cahoots with part of the U.S. government. You're picked by Vault-Tec to join the Vault-Tec program. You were selected to join the Vault 111. Now, each Vault actually has a different purpose. What they told the general public was that the Vaults were there so that in the case of a nuclear fallout or nuclear wasteland or whatever, you would be renting or securing your spot in a vault, in a nuclear bomb shelter that would protect you until the bombs were done and the radiation was at an acceptable level and you could repopulate America. That's what they told everyone. What they were doing instead is each vault had its own experiment. Some vaults were actually control vaults where they actually did just release the people into the environment the way they were supposed to. I think 76, which is the online video game, is one of those vaults. There is a vault which the United States stored its gold at. That's another one of the vaults. This vault was studying cryo. So when the bombs dropped and everyone hustled into the vault, they cryogenically froze the people and then monitored them. And the whole idea was that they'd be monitored and eventually an all-clear signal from Vault-Tec would be sent and outside entities would come in and help the on-site scientists. That, for whatever reason, never happened. Vault-Tec went silent after the bombs dropped, as far as anyone can really tell. and or as far as I'm at least aware. And eventually the vaults, some of them stopped working, some of them their experiments went haywire, some of them the plot was lost. So yeah, but to kind of give you an idea of the kind of experiments, there were some experiments. This is cryo. There was one vault that had to do with releasing drugs into the system, into the populace. There was one vault which was full of all women except for one man. There was a vault filled with all men except for one woman. There was a vault with full of drug addicts. There was a vault. I mean, they did experiments. There was a vault filled with just kids. In this case, you get woken up, your kid gets taken for some reason, and that's the whole plot of this game, is you trying to find your kid. And your wife gets shot. You are then, for some reason, de-thawed even later on. And that's where we are right now in the story. Cryogenic array. Offline, premature termination result in system failure. Remote overrides detected. Life support. Offline. Pod occupant status. Empty. Asphyxiation due to life support failure. Life support failure. Life support failure. What about Sean? Unknown pod door manual override engaged. Unknown remote override engaged. So yeah, there's some really interesting stuff in the storyline. But like I said, my main thing is the power armor. Pod occupant status. Are these guys life support failure? Asphyxiation, yeah. Should also make it abundantly clear this is a Bethesda game. So you can pick up a lot of things. There will be some Uncanny Valley and, yeah, good stuff. Good old Rad Roach. We should also be clear, this is a game, well, the third one, had Liam Neeson in it. Pre-war money, nice. Cigarettes, coffee cup, ooh, stim pack. Didn't know that, yep. Yeah, Liam Neeson is your father in the third one. So here's kind of an idea. Security instructions. Welcome to Vault-Tec. Confidential Security eyes only. Vault 11 is designed to test the long-term effects of suspended animation on unaware human subjects. Security staff are responsible for maintaining installation integrity and monitoring science staff activity. Under no circumstances are staff allowed to deviate from assigned duties. Insubordination or interference with vault operations are capital offenses. Security staff are authorized to use lethal force. Residence admittance. Upon activation notice from Vault-Tec, all personnel are required to report to the entry area and assist with admittance of Vault residents. Security personnel will maintain order and ensure that no personnel or residents attempt to evacuate the vault. Research staff will be responsible for resident intake and escort each to the designated cryogenic pod. Residents not accounted for in the manifest should be asked to step inside and detained forcefully by security if necessary. Once all residents have been sealed into their preservation chambers, disposal of any detainees. Vault-Tec entryway must remain sealed under any circumstances. Staff duties. Science staff. Members of the research team must daily monitor the vital signs of cryogenically preserved residents. Cardiopulmonary and cognitive activity in particular must be recorded hourly. Life-saving intervention is only permitted if greater than 80% of the resident population has perished while in cryosuspension and must not interrupt suspension. Independent research is encouraged and left to overseer discretion. Security personnel. Security patrols are to be carried out on a constant 8-hour rotation. Security priorities include monitoring for signs of intrusion, checking for atmosphere leaks, settling disputes amongst personnel, enforcement of regulations set forth by the overseer, enforcement of regulations set forth by Vault-Tec. Facility services and maintenance. Due to the nature of Vault 11, personnel will be expected to perform duties outside of their normal qualifications, such as janitorial duties and food preparation. The exact distribution of these roles is left to the overseer's discretion. All clear and evacuation. All clear message. Following a nuclear event, Vault-Tec will monitor hazards such as radiation levels, enemy invasion, subsequent attacks, and further factors. Once conditions are deemed safe, this terminal will receive an all-clear notice. Upon receiving the all-clear notice, Vault-Tec personnel may be evacuated at overseer's discretion. Disregard any notices from organizations or individuals not associated with Vault-Tec, including government and military. Residents are not to be disturbed or evacuated. Vault-Tec will attend to their needs remotely once Vault 111 staff has been evacuated. Mandatory shelter period. Vault 111 is classified as a short-term assignment. Non-resident personnel are expected to carry out research duties and basic maintenance of the vault while awaiting the all-clear signal to evacuate. In the absence of an all-clear message from Vault-Tec, the overseer may elect to evacuate staff after a mandatory shelter period of 180 days of containment. Under no circumstances may Vault 111 staff evacuate during the shelter period, unless receiving the all-clear message from Vault-Tec. So yeah, that gives you an idea of what was going on. And then these are the security logs. October 23rd, 2077. God, it finally happened. The world's over. Barely got all the residents inside. Not everyone made it. Now it's just us and the icebergs. I don't get it. Eggheads tried to explain it to me to keep them frozen, that keeping them frozen is a big experiment for a better future or something. I don't know. It just doesn't seem right for me that we were smiling at them all that time before putting them on ice. Shouldn't we have told them something? Christmas Underground got together with the rest of the security boys and the support staff and had a little party. Best gift that got handed out was a fancy lad snack cake that wasn't too stale. None of the scientists came. Overseer wasn't there either. I just don't get them. They hiding something from us? Another company secret only for the higher-ups? Whatever. Just a few more months until the all-clear is supposed to come through. Then we can start rebuilding. Only a few weeks left in the mandatory shelter period. Everyone's getting stir-crazy. Some people are even saying the all-clear signal is never coming. We can't stay here much longer, that's for sure. It's not just the fact that I've been staring at the same break room and bunk bed for over 6 months. It's the fact that we only have enough food left for another few months, tops. The overseer keeps telling everyone to be patient, focus on work. He's definitely keeping us out of the loop. Something bad is going on, I just know it. April 23rd. The main door accessing the vault exit is malfunctioning. Now the only way out is through the Overseer's evacuation tunnel. How convenient for him. He has one of the science team watching the door into his office at all times from a little makeshift checkpoint. Got invited to a meeting tonight. Support staffers and security only. Sounds like I'm not the only one with an axe to grind. No, all clear from Voltec is coming. We need to leave. We're all but out of food. I almost murdered Stanley for dropping a damn salt cracker on the floor. A handful of us confronted the Overseer about opening up the vault. I never knew a man that small could shout that loud. Now he's locked himself in his office along with the rest of the science staff. We're supposed to hand over any food, weapons, and medicine we have by tonight, or there's going to be consequences. I've talked with everyone. It's time. One way or another, we're getting out of this vault. That kind of gives you an idea of what all happened. And that this story is not unique to this vault. Ooh, there we go. Falling out of the radiation. Hey, Ziberian, how you doing, buddy? 39 months, 33 consecutive straight. Damn. 39, that hurts my head. 39 months. Jeez Louise, bud. Thank you so much for the support. How you doing this evening, my friend? 39 months, damn. Oh. So blocking isn't a held block, it's a block. Oh, that sucks. I want my block to hold. Well, I've never blocked in this game. Who am I kidding? Ooh, red roach meat.
Giant.
Just checking in before bed.
Roaches? What the hell?
Appreciate it, bud. Appreciate the support. I really do. Thank you so much. Overseer's memo. Use the recognition table as a privilege. If work performance declines, this privilege will be revoked. And I have Red Menace. Woo! Cigarette carton and cigarettes. Dang. Hot plate. Toaster. I know I'll need the materials from it eventually. I like how the shower I could call like just worn, but the toilet, someone forgot to clean that. This is probably the security apartment, guys. Hey, metal plate. I can read. How you doing, buddy? Welcome, welcome. Is this my first time playing? No. Have I ever finished the game? No. But it is not my first time playing. I played long ago on my PlayStation 3? 4? I had the app on my phone which would connect to the PlayStation and allow you to control things. Go with the Brotherhood ending, it's good. It's hard to go. See, I'll be honest, the reason I stopped playing is because I can't make up my mind which ending to go with. The Brotherhood is just all assholes, though. I mean, it may be a good ending, but they're assholes. But I might have to go with their ending, to be honest. I love the Brotherhood as a concept. Well, that's a crispy roach. How many times have you played it, Metal Plate? Oh, there's a dead dude over there. I don't remember being able to one-shot these guys. 5 times? Wow. If I'm being honest, I think this is my 3rd, maybe 4th.
What happened here? Where is everyone?
And I'm really regretting that my controller is not working right now. Do not go into the railroad. They're horrible. Yeah, the railroad was never really a concept. It's more of just pretend that the Minutemen are its own faction. Or go Iron Man. It's not Iron Man, though they are Iron Men. What is their name? Minutemen. Brotherhood of yeah, Brotherhood. There we go. Ooh, Stimpaks. I don't mind if I do. Bobby pin, pre-war money, pencil, bobby pin. Looking over a 3-leaf clover.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Hey, Metal Plate, thank you for the follow, man. I really appreciate it, bud. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Is this all that's left?
Apparently there's a glitch where you can get the dog to get you the cryo gun.
Nice. Coming back later for you.
I think they fixed it. Well, they've had long enough too. They should have. Alright, what do... Alright. 4, 3, okay. What is heal? 0 is heal. Alright. Go to the computer. Oh, back there? Yeah. I will in just a sec. Let me finish rummaging. Ooh, ammo. Goodness knows I will need it. Eyeglasses? Welcome to RoboCore Overseer's Instructions. Vault 11 is designed to test the long-term effects of suspended animation. Monitoring will be handled remotely by Vault under no circumstances. This includes administration and life-saving. We already read all this. Okay. Cryolator. Long dream of making a cryogenic freezing available in a portable on-demand form. Cryolator is my latest attempt. Thankfully, we're in no short supply of the chemicals and components I need to tinker with the prototype. It's a nice way to occupy the time as we wait for the all-clear signal. Protocol menu. Residence admits. Staff responsible for residence intake and research each to the cryogenic pod. Forcefully, yeah, we already read all that. Staff duties, so we've already read all that. Overseer's log. Whoops. Preparation. Final staff orientation is complete. All but the few of the residents down in Sanctuary Hills have been enrolled, and several from Concord as well. Vault-Tec supervisors come up this week to do a technical review with me. This vault is ready to open. I can only imagine what wonders our residents will get to witness. The notion of leaping forward in time, I almost wish I could join them and see the promise of a future, or of our future, realized. That is one thing, like, not everyone who worked for Vault-Tec was evil. This guy may not have necessarily had the best morals, but you do get the feeling that he was expecting these people to see the wonders of the future rather than just be frozen for the rest of their lives. Do the last one to open the door, then get ready. Whoops. This happened, we were lucky that most of the staff was nearby when the early warning came through. We had less notice than expected, but only Nordhagen was missing when we sealed the entrance. Resident admittance went smoothly, everyone made it. Even the family that waited until the last minute. I was worried there would be more suspicion, but things happened so fast for these people. They may have been too overwhelmed to question the cryogenic pods. System malfunction. Strange issue today in pod C3. Subject appeared to be having heart palpitations. Nothing life-threatening, but unusual. Realized almost too late that the pod was malfunctioning. The cryogenic array almost started thawing her out. We're not sure, but I suspect a hiccup in Vault-Tec's remote override system may have sent an errant signal. We'll have to keep an eye out. I only hope their systems are reliable once we evacuate the staff. Supplies running low. There's been no all clear yet, even though we're nearing the end of the 100 days. Supplies were never intended to last much longer than that, and despite my best efforts, people are beginning to question what we're doing down here. If people think we can just leave when 180 days are up, they're insane. The radioactive exposure would still be potent enough to fry everyone in the vault if the vault seals are breached that early. The whole point of the all clear was to receive additional instructions from the main office. I don't know what to do. I can't open the vault. I can't expect our supplies to last forever. I just... Okay. Mutiny. You don't have to read that. It's short. Yep, I do. I realize that. But I like the reminder too, though. The faction led by the security officer personnel have turned on me, demanding they be allowed to leave the vault. Idiots, I will not open the door to the irradiated to death out there. Excuse me, I'm consolidating the remaining supplies, putting the staff on lockdown. We're going to have to start prioritizing who deserves what little food we have left. But too damn generous with the rations. If people don't like it, well, that's fewer mouths to feed. Damn. Open the tunnel. Is now open. Remind all staff to be orderly. Please maintain all staff records and research. Report to the Vault-Tec Superior. This is kind of a question. What would the world have been like if Vault-Tec... Oh, there we go. If Vault-Tec had actually, like, succeeded. Really? There we go. Oh, I'm supposed to use VATS? Whoops. Life would be great? I don't know if life would be great. Ow! That was not what I wanted. Eh? There you go. Doing these experiments to make a perfect vote. What do you mean by perfect vote? Like a perfect... Well, there... So... vault. Oh. Fairish, maybe? Yeah, no problem. More bright lights use melee attacks. Left alt. Oh, I'm trying to turn the light on my Pip-Boy, and guess what I don't have? That was kind of dumb of me. Appreciate you giving me a hand, buddy. Get it? Alright, let's be honest. If he actually decayed in that, all of that pseudo leather on the inside would be, or if it's real leather, all of that would be nasty. Select the tab with mouse 1. Change with A and D. Tab to exit the Pip-Boy. Tab to open the Pip-Boy. If I hold tab, it turns on the light. I was right.
Is anyone alive? Did anyone get out? Am I the only one left?
This item is too heavy to carry. Oh, whoops. Ooh, more ammo. Yay! Combat rounds. Alright, time to explore. When you get outside, go behind one of the houses into the cellar. There'll be gold bars. Yep, I remember. Oh, is this? Oh, okay. So that opened. Open the vault. Yep. I'm getting there. Calm down. I'm also a loot monger. So, unfortunately, I gotta make sure. No problem, buddy. I understand you're excited. I mean, like the title says, I'm here to play with the power armor, and we're not there yet.
Vault door cycling sequence initiated. Please stand back.
This is actually a really cool sequence. Ouch.
Hello there.
Hey, Jameson. I assume no mods? No mods other than Creation Store stuff. I should actually probably do a full playthrough of this game one of these days. Finish and exit the vaults. I watched a video by one of the major YouTubers who does Fallout review stuff, and I watched it on his power armors, on the different power armors and stuff that are out there, and it got me wanting to play with power armor again. Surprise of all things, not Pal World, not Grounded, not Helldivers, Monster Hunter, or anything else, but of all things, you decide on Fallout again. Well, I didn't have a lot of time tonight to play. I'm kind of beating my head against things with Fallout, or with Grounded. I'm just getting a little frustrated with it. Monster Hunter isn't installed, and I can't touch my SSD. So yeah. Because of the update, yeah. So, Helldivers is installed, but, yeah. I was actually thinking about playing, it's, Aloy's the main character, why can't I think of the name? Horizon Zero Dawn. But, that would require access to my SSD. So, no SSD. For those of you who are curious, there's concern that one of the new updates that Microsoft 11 pushed through causes SSDs to fry themselves. When you download or install or change a lot of files on it. So I've quarantined, for lack of a better term, my SSD until that gets worked out. Horizon Forbidden West is another game where Aloy is the main character, so, you know. Yeah. And I plan on doing that one afterwards. Or I was thinking about it. Wait, there's a... Is that an ammo box? No, it's a cardboard box. Rad-X, used oil can, Rad-X. So, here's something to note. The vertibird that was here is gone. So there was activity after the bombs dropped. I wonder if that's the vertibird that crashed into the museum. Plus, like I said, I was watching YouTube and ran across a video where Nate, I forget the guy, well, that's the guy's name. I forget his channel. Was talking about the different versions of power armor out there. And, you know. So here's a question. Can I get this? I think I'm going to have to exit out of the game in order to get it to recognize the controller. So, that's unfortunate. Well, I could do that. I'm actually going to do that. Because I'm going to drive myself insane learning the controls twice. Unless I can go to settings, controls. No, it won't do that. To default, confirm, default. Yeah, don't do that to me, please. do I? So it's recognizing the controller. Controller goes blue. Why doth not worketh for me? Really? Spend good money on this controller. Steam settings controller. PlayStation 4 controller. Begin test. Okay, so that works. How do I? There used to be a like big mode. Yeah, like that. Like that. That is exactly what we're trying to do. Well, that's promising. Now all I gotta do is figure out where the game is. Oh, you're crapping my pants. I am resume. Glorious 10 out of 10. Well, here's the other thing that I find interesting. I can't control the game. 11 out of 10 then, yeah. Oh, here we go. Woo. That didn't do anything weird. Nope, not at all. I was like pulling teeth. Damn. I love Power Armor. Like this whole game, I could have been as well, and it isn't exactly the game of the year, but could have been shittier than it is, and I still would have loved it just for the Power Armor. I love the way they do Power Armor in this game. So the guys with power armor made it out alive. Totally running for mods. Let's just check. So no mods there. Installed though. So we have Armored Paint Job Enclave. We have Automatron. Contrast Workshop, Enclave Remnants, Far Harbor, Halloween, Heavy Intercept Incinerator, Hellfire Power Armor, Makeshift Weapons, Nuke Tesla, Voltec, Wastelands, Weapon Paint Job, X02 Power Armor. So the fact you can change all that is look sensitivity. That's the one. That's a little better. Oh. So, Jameson, does this make you want to pull out Fallout and give it a shot again? Did you ever finish it? Interested per pet. Petered out at the Institute. Oh, why?
As I live and breathe. Oh, it's really true.
What happened?
What happened to the world?
World, sir? Well, besides our geranium still being the envy of Sanctuary Hills, I'm afraid things have been dreadfully dull around here. Things will be so much more exciting with you and Mrs. back. Where is your better half, by the by?
Better place.
In a better place.
Sir, these things you're saying, these terrible things, I believe you need a distraction. Yes, a distraction to calm this dire mood. It's been ages since we've had a proper family activity. Checkers, or perhaps charades. Sean does so love that game. Is the lad with you?
It's like I've seen how it goes before, and now know how it can go. I know what makes logical sense given what happens. Bethesda kind of forces you to pick a side between psychopaths, world-ending psychopaths, and under-budget people trying to do decent things that blow up the only source of technological advancement anywhere, period. Also might want to turn on subtitles. That's a good idea. So, who's the decent things people?
Sean's been kidnapped. But I'm going to find him. I'm going to get my son back.
It's worse than I thought. You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Not eating properly
Man,
for 200
okay.
years will do that, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's about where that is my feel on it.
200 years?
actually, sir. Or give or take a little. For the Earth's rotation and some minor dings to the old chronometer. That means you're 2 centuries late for dinner. Perhaps I can whip you up a snack? You must be fabulous.
Yeah. Yeah, the railroad free any synth regardless of whether it's actually good or not, whether they actually pass basic sentience test or not. Fair. Brothers of Steel are flat out oppressive and their behavior and mentality, that is true. The Institute are literally kidnapping children and replacing them. Tell me that's not psychotic. I don't know if it's psychotic. It's definitely not right. I will say that is part of the reason kind of why I peter out in this game too.
Codsworth, you're acting a little bit weird. What's wrong?
Oh, sir, it's been just horrible. 2 centuries with no one to talk to, no one to serve. I spent the first 10 years trying to keep the floors waxed. Nothing gets out nuclear fallout from vinyl wood. Nothing. And don't get me started about the futility of dusting a collapsed house. And the car. How do you polish rust?
What do you do now?
What do you know, Codsworth?
I'm afraid I don't know anything, sir. The bombs came and all of you left in such a hurry. I thought for certain you and your family were dead. I did find this holotape. I believe the missus was going to present it to you as a surprise. But then, everything happened.
Thank you.
Thank you, Codsworth.
You're welcome. Now, enough feeling sorry for myself. Shall we search the neighborhood together? The missus and young Sean may turn up yet.
Anything dangerous?
Have you seen anything dangerous?
Oh, just the usual, sir. Pesky neighborhood dogs and mosquitoes. Shall I investigate?
All right. Lead the way.
Proud to serve, sir.
Animated Brothers, fair enough. Fallout's been out for years. Nothing's a big deal. I've also seen a whole bunch of stuff, so. Following the Institute route, you become the director. You could, I don't know, tell them to knock it off with the kidnap? Yeah. Well, maybe get the BOS to stop breathing down everyone's neck in the name of synth bad, like they claim. Or do something to extend an olive branch to the other factions. But no, the only good faction in the game, no matter what, demands to nuke them to high hell and back. Same with the other two. And the bad institute is just business as usual, carry on, no kids are missing. Yeah. You're not wrong. Oops, that's right. Settings. Gameplay. Display. General subtitles. Dialogue, subtitles. So like at least do something creative apart from 3 flavors of psychos and 1 flavor of meh. Yeah. Well, I think my brain has stopped. The Minutemen had a lot of potential. But alright, how do I activate VATS in this controller? There's that. VATS, left mouse button. Yeah, I think there was, I think I heard about some cut content that would have made the Minutemen a more flushed out presence and maybe another actual good option. Oh wow, he actually said my character's name. Mr. John. I was not expecting that. Well, my list of names Cottonmouth can say. Cool. One of the factions in Fallout is that they get taken way too far to the point where they lose any reasonability. More or less, I would agree with you. I mean, so the one that I've studied the most is the Brotherhood of Steel because they have power armor. And that's their thing. Is tech and power armor and a flying blimp that's really cool. But anyway, and I think that their dog, while I don't agree with it, while I think that they cranked up the dials, I do also understand where some of their dogma comes from and their insistence on tech equal bad. Bye.
Hey, Codsworth.
Mr. John, the Mrs. and young Sean aren't here.
Come on, Codsworth. I need your help. Where can I go?
Well, you could head into the city. Concord is nearby. But the people there are as put together as I am.
There's still people alive in Concord?
Yes, although they're a bit rough. You remember the way? Just across the southern footbridge, out of the neighborhood and past the Red Rocket Station? I shall remain here and secure the home front.
And secure the home front. Starting to remember why I don't play games with controllers anymore. God, this is painful. Those are good for non-precise, like melee attacks. Yeah. Ooh, pipe pistol, pre-war money, silver tablespoon. Toy car, baby rattle. I can leave the rest of that behind. There we go. Which 132 rounds. Well, is pretty heavily defined by its gunplay, so unless you're going to use VATS only, it is not for Fallout. Yeah, fair. thing I love is after all that work to get the controller to work, mouse and keyboard will not work now. I would have to restart the game. Hi, puppy. Now would be the perfect time to restart. True. Oh, that's right. That won't actually do anything. Save. Commonwealth. Override. Confirm. Quit. Confirm. Quit. Confirm. Oh, puppy. Yes. So what is the puppy's rule? Yes. You know, I will say, like, in all of Fallout, the Brotherhood of Steel are my favorite faction. The problem is that they are not power. Exit big picture. There we go. Doink. I also thought about playing Forgotten Sea tonight, but I chose so against it. Decided against it. Maybe we'll do that next time. Good old Bethesda. It's the difference between generally whacking someone for messing up and tenderizing them and their family with a warhammer for doing the same mistake. What? Hi, puppy. Well, for the Brotherhood of Steel, take things way too far, basically. Yeah, I agree. I love the faction. I love the lore. I love the way it's built. I love the faction itself to a certain extent, but not under this chapter master. Basically. All right, something's going on. There we go. My head hurts. Yeah, my head hurts, doesn't it? The older ones, they were pretty good, if I recall. Yeah, they weren't straight up evil. They were still dogmatic about technology being in the wrong hands and stuff. But they were a little more inclined to help people. Whereas in this, it's more like you either follow the Brotherhood or oh. Okay, that's one way to get the or you either follow the Brotherhood or you're the enemy. Whereas the other ones, it was like, no, there were people in a gray area where it was, okay, they're not with us, but they're not against us either. All right. Aid, miscellaneous, strength mods, ammo. Oh, stim packs. Q. 6. Q1. Actually, this should be Q1. This should be Q4, maybe? I'm just curious. Yeah, no. Molotovs should be 9, I guess. Okay. Here we go. Cap stash. We'll come back for the rest of it, because this will become one of our main bases. Mainly just looking for ammunition and guns. Pork and beans. For being honest, I should store a lot of the stuff I don't need here, so that I can pick up more stuff while we're out. Shotgun shells. There's a 10 pistol, but we've got one of those, so I think we'll just leave that. I guess mostly what I'm looking for is... Why? Never mind. Family having handcuffs in the dresser, I'm not gonna ask. Well, I don't think they have much to work with. Good old duct tape. Fuse. Yeah, I can leave most of this behind.
Seek fluid intake.
Woo! Set, find objects and structures you wish to build. Okay. So yeah, now this is part of the commune. Suppose I could store a bunch of stuff I just dropped off over at here, but anyway. I'll transfer that later. Rod X, might as well take it. Formal hot. I gotta say, it's kind of a miracle that Codsworth still exists. A, that he survived technologically without breaking down, and B, that no one took him apart. Which is kind of another suspension of disbelief, but, you know, we'll let it slide. I know that while Skyrim Together is more or less functional, Fallout Together is basically non-existent, which is very saddening. Yeah, fair. And I will say, like, I like playing games with you guys, but I do also think that I need to do some more solo stuff. I've been doing a lot of multiplayer lately. Or Fallout Together would be fun as hell, though. Wouldn't it? Oh yeah, no, totally. I agree that Fallout Together would be fun, and great and all. I just don't know if right now, even if it existed, I would still play it. With how much multiplayer I've had lately. And with us considering adding another multiplayer to the docket. Oh, I hear your crowd going, oh, shiny. Like she does with Hellbombs, yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. You know, when you put it that way, all of a sudden I'm kind of glad it doesn't exist. Vault-Tec lab coat. I don't know if I've ever found one of those. I'll take the bomb. Gauge. CAGE. Have. Miscellaneous. Sanctuary Hills. Boston. Don't forget to open brackets can make it easier. Oh, that's right! I forgot about that. What was it? Open brackets without what between them? Brackets leading to closed brackets without words in the middle. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. I think I remember now. Thank you. That's a sound. Mac, you need to stop, buddy. I found out what you did to my chair, and I'm not happy, so you can't be digging. Mac. Mac! Canned dog food for you sounds really good right now. Bobby pins and Rad-X. More money. Fishing rod. That'll come in handy later. Oop. I guess he was privy to the end of the world. Get it? Privy? Privy into the world? I liked it. You know, that's one way to get a blast out of your mail. Okay then. There seems to have been an exchange. Security baton is 16, that is 18. So we want to fave that, and we want to fave that. Not a lot of ammo for them Dar shotgun.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself? You lose your owner, buddy? Okay, then. Let's stick together.
Face your dog and press E to begin issuing commands.
Over here.
Oh, tab. So the truck stop should be full of... Hi, puppy. Light pistol.
Hey.
Oops. Oh, that's not what I want. Rat poison? Isn't that chemicals? There we go. I might actually want to use VATS. Military grade ducto tape. Chemistry station? I forgot that this thing had, like, it all. Pencil, armor's bench, the good cooking stand. Mac, you gotta stop, buddy. I love you, bud, but there are times.
Won't be able to pick this. Oh yeah, I'm a great shot.
Mac, do you have to? Yeah, you do, don't you? Um. So actually, 3, 4. Because the musket is gonna become a regular. Mac! Damn it, dog! Alright, just 1 second, guys. Dog. Oh, fudge. Oh, no, there's no saving some folk. That would be me. There is no saving me. Where's the sight on the sucker? There it is. Stick your head up. I can actually snipe with this sucker. Well, I can snipe, I just can't hit. There we go. I love the muskets. Wow. The accents are so horrible. Alright. Let's see if I remember the trick. Yeah, here it is. Bands. BANDS. LEAST.
Nice.
Unlock security gate. I'm taking that. Pre-war money. Beer bottle, plastic bowl, desk fan. You know, in a lot of ways, they could have taken this exact game and just, like, with all of its current features and put it in a new environment, and I would have been happy. Instead, they made 76 and then sat on their ass for how many years? I guess sat on their ass isn't fair. They did make Star whatever, which shows you how well they did making that. Did I just get 2 for the price of 1? Nope. I love the musket. Yeah, I'll sort it out when I get home. Yes, I know you're desperate to get me in there, but there's loot, boy. Really need long johns, gonna be honest. Ooh, Bunsen burner.
Perfect.
Solid Commander holotape.
Man, I don't know who you are, but your timing's impeccable. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minutemen.
Minutemen?
Minutemen? So now I'm traveling backward in time?
Protect the people at a minute's notice. That was the idea. So I joined up, wanted to make a difference. And I did, but things fell apart. Now it looks like I'm the last Minuteman left standing.
Who are these people?
Just folks looking for a new home, a fresh start. I've been with them since Quincy. Lexington looked good for a while, but the ghouls drove us out of there. A month ago, there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8. Now we're 5. It's just me, the Longs, Marcy and June. That's old Mama Murphy on the couch. And this here is Sturgis. Hey.
Ghouls?
What are ghouls?
Wow. Baby. You really aren't from around here, are you? No. Ghouls are irradiated people. Most are just like you and me. They look pretty messed up and live for a long time, but they're still just people. The ones I'm talking about are different. The radiations rotted their brains, made them feral. They'll rip you apart just as soon as look at you. Anyway, we figured Concord would be a safe place to settle. Those raiders proved us wrong. But, well, we do have one idea.
Is it enough?
Would it be enough to stop those maniacs?
Sturgis, tell him.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school, pre-war. You might have seen it. Well, looks like one of its passengers left behind a seriously sweet goodie. We're talking a full suit of cherry T-45 power armor. Military issue.
Power armor?
What makes that power armor so special?
A Westech internalized servo system, that's what. Inside that baby, super is the new normal. You'll be stronger, tougher, resistant to rads, and... get the suit. You can rip the minigun right off the vertibird. Do that, and those raiders get an express ticket to hell. You dig?
Minigun? I can use the minigun like a rifle?
Don't see why not. It'll have a manual trigger. Just aim it at the bad guys and do the old spray and pray. Now, as for the armor, it's out of juice. Probably has been for 100 years. It can be powered up again. But we're a bit stuck.
Solution?
So, what's the solution?
What you'll need is an old pre-war FC. A standardized fusion core. Your high-grade, long-term nuclear battery used by the military and some companies way back when. And we know right where to find one.
But we can't get to the damn thing. It's down in the basement. Locked behind a security gate. Look, I fix stuff. I tinker. Bypassing security ain't exactly my forte. You could give it a shot.
Actually, I already grabbed the fusion core. We're set.
Well, all right. Maybe our luck's finally turning around. Once you jack the core into the power armor, grab that minigun, those raiders will know they picked the wrong fight. Good luck.
Now look who Dog Meat brought to us.
He's a good
He's
dog.
a good dog. Smart, too.
Oh, indeed. Dog Meat's good at finding folks who need him, and he'll stick by you now. I saw it.
Saw it?
You saw it?
It's the chems, kid. They give old Mama Murphy the sight. Been that way for as long as I can remember.
The sight?
What's the sight?
I can see a bit of what was and what will be, and even what is right now. And right now, I can see there's something coming, drawn by the noise and the chaos. And it is angry.
What is it? Mama Murphy, I need more, please.
I'm sorry, kid, but I just don't know. The sight ain't always clear, but believe me when I tell you, it ain't a raider. But I'm tired now. And if I ain't mistaken, you've got a job to do.
We need help, and we get a vault dweller? What are you going to do in that stupid jumpsuit? Bleed to death?
Wow. Tell me how you really feel.
Oh, God.
Hell yeah.
Oh, God, why? Why? It's not fair.
Lots of things aren't fair, buddy. And that's rich coming from me, actually, now that I think about it. You get the feeling it might be a miracle the building is still standing. Apparel. Might as well get some armor on top of the vault suit.
Personal log. United States Army Staff Sergeant Michael Daly. This past Saturday, October 23rd, while en route to West Stockbridge, a vertibird crashed into the roof of this museum. The cause? EMP following nuclear detonation. Several, in fact. From the intel I've gathered, this was a global event. The co-pilot was killed on impact. Pilot died of his injuries a day later. Day after that, Flaherty and Canaway were shot by some scared, desperate survivors. Then Brzezinski took off running. Haven't seen him since. Now, it's my turn to go AWOL, if that concept even applies anymore. My armor's fusion core is burned out, so I guess my soldering days are done. I'm heading to Boston, on foot, to see if my sister survived all this. She's got an apartment on Boylston Street. This is Mike Daly, signing out. Good luck. And God bless America. Or what's left of it.
Best part of the game right here. I love this. They do such a good job of making you feel it.
Up here. Boss, we got somebody up here. Why don't you get down here? Show me that fancy gun up close. Not a lot of people can get past my boy. Give you that. Come on, I got places to be.
God bless America. I am carrying too much to run, finally.
Fine, Preston. Quit fussing.
Hey there.
That was a pretty amazing display. I'm just glad you're on our side.
Everyone okay?
Guys, gonna be okay now?
Yeah, for a while anyway. We can at least move some. Listen, when we first met, you asked about the Minutemen. One thing you should know about us, we help out our friends. So here, for everything you've done, thank you.
What happens now?
For the longest time, Mama Murphy's had a vision of a place called Sanctuary. Some old neighborhood, but one we can make new again. Why don't you come with us? I could really use your help.
You know, the other thing they could have done, other than making the Minutemen a really good faction, is they could have built on this more and had you build up another faction, Sanctuary, and be the leader of Sanctuary and have more quests associated with that, even, and make it its own force in the Commonwealth, which would have been cool.
What would I need to do?
You'd need to stay strong like you've been. 'Cause there's more to your destiny. I've seen it. And I know your pain.
Destiny?
My destiny? What do you mean?
You're a man out of time, out of hope. But all's not lost. I can feel your son's energy. He's alive.
Where is my son? Where is Sean?
Oh, I wish I knew, kid. I really do. But it's not like I can see your son. I can just feel his life force, his energy. He's out there. And even I don't need the sight to tell you where you should start looking. The great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Diamond City. The biggest settlement around.
What's in Diamond City? Is Sean there?
Look, kid, I'm tired now. Maybe you'll bring me some chems later. The sight will paint a clearer picture.
No, Mama Murphy, we talked about this. That junk. It's gonna kill you.
Ah, shush, Preston. We're all gonna die eventually. We're gonna need the sight. And our new friend here, he's gonna need it too. Now let's get going. Sanctuary awaits.
All right, Bob.
Broken items, yeah.
Our friend here, it's safe to move out. We're heading for that place Mama Murphy knows about. Sanctuary. It's not far.
She knows about it? You mean she had one of her visions while she was stoned out of her gourd? And now you want us to just head out on another wild goose chase based on no better plan than Mama Murphy's hut?
Hold on. Everybody just take it easy. We're all in this together, right?
No way I can do this.
You got a better idea of what we should do next? Anybody?
Strong button. We're gonna need that in order to get pockets. And we're gonna need that.
Well then, Sanctuary it is.
Hey, puppy. What kind of damage have you been doing? And what am I going to regret? Power armor is the best. Knuckles. Probably pistols are out too.
We're right behind you, boss.
There we go.
Still can't believe you took that thing out.
First time I've seen one of these things up close. I'm very glad it's already dead.
Oh. Mac, you're okay. And I will be with you in just a couple minutes. Ow. At least we know crows don't change. Wow, this core is not got a lot of life in it. It's kind of frustrating. I love the HUD.
I think I just found my new vacation home.
Your idea of heaven, eh, Sturgis? Could be some good salvage in there. Let's get to Sanctuary first, though. I think we're close.
Gotta be honest, anyone who drives something like that is probably insane. I say that. I've sat in a Prius. Let me phrase that. I folded myself up to fit in a Prius. one my size does not simply sit in a Prius. Yes, I love you too, puppy. No, you need to stop. Are they gone? Did they pass me by, question mark? Yeah, they, like, teleported into town. Or Preston's just taking the weird way. They're just taking the weird way. Never mind. Whoa, come back. Please come back. What the hell? What? Oh my goodness, this is not what I wanted. Well, everybody, I think this is where we're going to call it, because it has now appeared on my other screen, and I have no idea how I did that.
Careful here, Mama Mercy. Watch your step on this bridge.
Which is roughly when I wanted to call it anyway, so... With that said and done, we're just gonna be done. Fallout and Bugthesta, yep. Yeah, it minimized it when I clicked the snooze button on the ads, because I was going to be only at it for another wee bit. I wasn't going to be playing for too much longer. I figured we could just, keep going and do the ads. And when I clicked to snooze the ads, the game minimized, and when I maximized it, it reappeared on my other screen. There is no saving some folk, and I seem to be some folk quite a much. Well, everyone, it was kind of a fun night going back to Fallout. I don't know if we're going to be back here again anytime soon. I'm kind of being reminded why I quit playing. It's a fun game. It's an enjoyable game. But as we've discussed earlier in the stream, there is no winning option when it comes to the end game. Although you can go Brotherhood of Steel. If I were to pick any, I think it's Brotherhood of Steel. But they're so dogmatic that you're picking an asshole. Still. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna hold. So we'll kind of have to see. The hope is to get back to Grounded soon and just get it done with. I'm kind of getting burnt out with it. I might just turn down the difficulty level on it and breeze through the rest of the game. We'll see. Pal World is, I think, kind of coming to its conclusion as well. I mean, I don't think there are that many towers left anyway, or that much content left to it. We'll see. Probably one or two more streams of that left, I figure. And I know Squirrel is getting burned out with it. So we're looking for new games. One plan was to do Horizon Zero Dawn. But unfortunately, until Microsoft gets their rear in gear, we're kind of waiting on my SSD because that's needed for Horizon Zero Dawn because it is a big and beautiful game. And so yeah, Fallout is an option. Forgotten Seas is an option. It's an early access game that's got good reviews, but almost no one knows about it, so we might try that out. We also might do Helldivers. See if we can't get a group of guys together, or we might go back to Pelia, or do something else that I haven't come up with yet. We'll find out. So, Yeah. At least Fallout doesn't require an SSD. Although, based on what I've seen, it sure does recommend one. Goddamn loading screens. At least here it works a little better because there's this big open world between things. With Starfield, it just didn't work because you were constantly going in and out of buildings and ships and. So you were loading. Anyway, I digress. Thank you guys for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Discord is always open. We'd love to have you. Links in the About Me page, or feel free to ask the bot. That is, I think, all I've got. So, thank you guys again. I really do appreciate it. Dogbone. The plan is to be back tomorrow. We'll kind of see how it goes. I do have work, but the plan is to be back. So, hopefully, we can have some fun. Oh, my glasses did not settle right on my face. There we go. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Really do appreciate it. Stay safe, everyone. Be careful. And if I don't see you sooner, I'll see you later. Good night, guys.